Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloading on it. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our Sunday weekend. I almost said Sunday afternoon. I mean, at this point, close enough, right? Welcome to our Sunday weekend hangover. A little later than we normally go on, but only because yours truly didn't get out of bed till 1:30. Lots going on last night. Lots going on over the weekend. Some good stuff happening. I cannot wait till Monday night, and I got my nosebleed sitting over there, as well as the voice behind the camera, the beautiful Miss Kitty Cat. That's where you say hi. Don't hide behind that new haircut. You sure you don't want to show off the new look?
Maybe
later. Once the drinks start flowing. But before we get started, guys, I would be remiss if I did not say, if you're looking for good food, good drink, look no further than MLH Distillery right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania, the official sponsor of Another Shot Podcast. The address is 107 Breckenridge Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. The phone number is 724-264-4959. Their hours of operation are Friday, 5 to 11 p.m., Saturday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, they will be adding more days as this weather warms up. All these awesome bottles you see on your screen and that you've seen sitting on our bar, you can find at MLH Distillery, or you can purchase them at mlhdistillery.com. While you're enjoying your drink, guys, check out all these awesome menu items. They've got their warm pretzel bites with beer cheese. They got 3 meat meatballs, hot sausage and peppers, spinach artichoke dip, the Tuscan white bean hummus, and the antipasto skewers. They are a cocktail-style bar, so guys, while you're enjoying your meal, try one of these many tasty drinks. They've got their old-fashioned whiskey sour. My personal favorite is the mint julep, Kitty Cat. And this one goes out to Miss Shannon, the Almond Joy. Guys, they also have your rum and cokes, your pina coladas, your mojitos, and many, many more. They also have select wine and seltzers. For you non-liquor drinkers, yes, they do have select beers. And for you non-alcoholic drinkers, of course, they have Pepsi products as well. Had to take a breath. Sorry, guys. Always a good time. Make sure you check them out at MLH Distillery right there in Grove City, Pennsylvania, or you can find them at mlhdistillery.com, and you can also find them on Facebook. Whew. I swear, I feel like it's going to be one of these weekends. I just see it now. For some reason, so we were supposed to go live Friday. We promised you guys we were going to go on for rounds 2 and 3. Well, I don't know what happened, but yours truly was a little bit could not hear cat. Oh. That might be a problem.
Any better? Sorry, I forgot I muted myself.
Oh, man. So, yes, like I said, we were supposed to go live Friday night. Kitty Cat did the Lord's work, got all the papers and everything. I messaged her ahead of time just to kind of pre-warn her. I was a bit under the weather. And as the day went on, it didn't get any better. And by the time I got home, I just couldn't. Let's just put it this way, guys. I couldn't, quote unquote, stomach it. I'm a little better now, so obviously you don't see a drink in my hand at this point. We're going to give it a little bit just to see how I do. But man, I tell you what, Monday night, I cannot wait for Monday Night Bartender. I'm pretty sure Kitty Cat's excited about it too. We're not going to show you guys, but you know, you guys are all going, oh, you know, you did all those tequilas in one night. This one will be stretching out, I promise you. We did the tequila the way we did because Kitty Cat can't enjoy tequila like the rest of us can. So we just slapped a whole bunch of them together and sat down and ran with it. Rum night. I can promise you there is already a selection at the bar, and then there's going to be more coming. So that will be a 3 Monday special. I'm excited about that one. Got to talk to Way again. So we have a special guest in the near future. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to catch him before he goes on tour. He's got so much other promotional stuff going on. May 30th, though, he will be at the Troubadour in Nashville. No, we're not. No, I didn't. No, you don't have to shake your head, sweetness. There was no plans on that one. But there's always a but. This weekend was actually very productive. Got some cool new gadgets we're going to be trying out at some point here. Wasn't a waste. So a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I'm not going to lie, guys. Thanks to all of you out there, we were able to actually, what's a good way to put it, Kat? Move up in the world, so to say. Got some nice little surprises for everybody in the near future. I'm trying to give her a chance because I'm notorious for asking her questions right when she's enjoying a tasty morsel.
Chocolate is my friend.
The famous Reese's. Oh. So other than that, guys, feel free, pop in, say hello. How was your week? How was things going? Had some time to think about like some of the past stuff, and you said it would be better. And I agree with this 100%. So a lot of the stuff we've been doing, guys, we've been shooting from the hip, especially the conversations. It just kind of comes up out of, whatever pops up in the brain. I really enjoyed what we had going on Wednesday night, and I think there's your homework. We need to do a part 2 on that one and get people back involved. What's going on, Eric? How's things going, brother? We are living our best life. I'm still trying to. I'm a little on the foggy side still. I mean, sometimes when you get too much sleep, but that's not the case for me. I'm telling you right now. Sweetness. I'm sorry to hear that. For those of you on Spotify, she says, I wasn't feeling good yesterday and had my migraine again. That poor girl, when she came over Thursday for her weekly, that's the worst I've seen her yet. And I told you were going to be sore the next day. Watching baseball and NASCAR at the same time. I
See, I had a whole round of topics, but I specifically told you you can't just tell me when I get here. I have to be able to.
okay. So
So,
I said we've been shooting from the hip.
yeah. So, it's one of the reasons why I was reaching out to you earlier today. I was not able to reach you. Blue was unable to reach you. So then we got a little concerned. So then I reached out to Sarah. And at first I didn't get a hold of her either, which made me even more concerned.
Ah,
Finally, I did hear back from her, and I got the gist of what was going on. So I have a list of topics. I don't want to shoot from the hip, and I don't want you just to shoot from the hip. So I do have a list of topics to talk about, but I also want our viewers to give their feedback on what kind of things they would like to hear us talk about.
I like it. And that's why we have that awesome thing they call Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. Guys, you could, if you don't say it on here, you can always message us and say, hey, I seen this. I saw something. The whole point of Wednesday night's open bar, we leave that open to discussion. Everybody, it's bar talk. What would you normally talk about while you're sitting at the bar? Sometimes, yeah, there's those two taboos that people love, especially nowadays. And I saw the news recently, and I'm like, okay, I just heard about it last night. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
done.
we're
This
just
is
we stay away from religion and we stay away from politics. We might touch a little bit on religion here or there, and that's only just bringing up the Lord's name, or
The
saying a
Lord's word.
prayer, or saying, we heard some. We received actually some bad news late last night, early this morning, so we want to send out our prayers to all involved.
along those lines.
Different things like that. So
Even
we
though go ahead. Sorry.
but other than that, we emphasize the fact that everything we say is just our opinion. Yes, it could just be the alcohol talking, but it is our opinion. And like everybody in the world, we are entitled to our opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. That doesn't mean you can't come on and talk with us. We'll listen to your opinion as well. Just because it's our opinion doesn't mean we aren't open to others.
And this is why I've kind of stressed lately, like the art of conversation, being able to talk.
That's gone out the window a good portion of the time. Everybody wants to be on their phones and watching us or, other.
Well, bear in mind, everybody, with what we're seeing and what's going on, we could talk about the prices going up, all that fun stuff. Here's the fun part, though. A lot of conversations, and I see it at work, I see it, just in the daily. People don't communicate anymore. You have to be willing to listen to one side and the other. Doesn't mean you have to agree.
And not to jab at you or anything, but I literally looked at Blue earlier today, and I specifically said, see, this is where communication would be helpful. When my business partner does not get to bed till 4 a.m. and is a good chance we're not going to go on early like we normally would, a message to me saying, hey, rough night, I'll explain later, just getting to bed, talk to you then.
Well, this
Wouldn't
is where
have been bad.
well, this is where I kind of run into. I don't like messaging people, after a certain time, you know. And this is even a stretch. Midnight.
This goes on vibrate, and the only time it goes off of vibrate when I go to bed. Now I have it where if my mother were to call me 2 times in a row, back to back, it'll ring. Or, on my emergency list, if I'm in bed and Blue is out and about and he'll call me back to back, it'll pick up and ring. So that way I'm reachable in case of an emergency. But a text message or message through Messenger or any of that stuff, I'll get those when I get up in the morning. I don't worry about them. Sometimes, yes, Blue is famous for getting up 1,000 times a night to use the restroom. And my phone will vibrate with a message or one of my 3,000 emails that come through in the middle of the night. And he'll say, babe, your phone's vibrating. And I'll look over and see, it's just a notification, and go right back to sleep. If it's something important or somebody important kind of thing, then okay, let me wipe my eyes a minute. Okay, bad night. Okay, we'll deal with that later. And then I can, but that way I'm not
panicking when you can't get a hold of anybody.
Exactly. I say the same thing to my mother or my grandmother or, anybody, my kids.
And I appreciate you telling me this, but I mean, and I'm going to say this to everybody else. I'm just one of those guys. It's a respect thing. So that was where I was going with it. I just did not want to. I didn't think I was going to sleep away like I did, but then again, I didn't sleep very good last night either. Yes, ma'am.
But I've left here at 11:30 at night and made it home, got coffee set and breakfast ready and lunch packed and in bed by 12:15 and got a text message from you at 1:15 going, hey, check this out.
Hence, I try to turn my phone off and I'll keep it away from me after a good drink night.
So again,
and
future reference.
I have been notorious on those nights where I'm not sleeping. I'm just sitting there and I just go into autopilot and it's like, oh, hey, check this out. Oh, here, look, here's a drink. Oh, here,
yeah,
something.
Exactly.
And not even thinking about it. It was 4 a.m. I wish I could have went to bed at 4 a.m. I didn't go to bed till after 5.
But see, if you would have checked in with me yesterday, you would have known that I had to be up first thing this morning.
You were busy yesterday. I mean, unless we got something going on, chances are we normally don't talk on a Saturday. That's our.
I know that's our day. But again, a quick text message. Hey, are we still good for this? Are we still good?
You guys didn't expect to hear some sibling rivalry going on when you came on for this Sunday, did ya? Good afternoon. What's up, Miss Coffee? Speaking of coffee.
Communication.
Communication is key, yes. And it's something you and I have actually butted heads over. It's like, well, you didn't say this or you didn't, And again, guys, we're just as bad as everybody else when it comes to the lost art of communication. And we run a fucking talk show. Wrap your head around that one, guys. By the way, let me do another quick shout out. Shout out to Snap-on for jumping onto the sponsorship.
Yeah, we need to readjust that a little bit
so people can see it a little better. I can go like this, like this.
That's better.
Looks funnier, but hey, there we go.
It's better.
So Snap-on did. I gotta give shouts out to Robert, man. He came through like he said he would. So thank you, and we made good on it. But yeah, I love talking. Obviously, I mean, there's times I won't shut up. Then you got people like Miss Kitty Cat, even when she's mic'd up and the mic's no more than an inch from her mouth, and you hear this really low. Trust me, they've said it on here. We can't hear you. Well, she's on. Conversation. I remember my mom and dad sitting down during dinner and, talking back and forth how work was, how, what's going on, what's on their mind, family dinner, sitting down at the table. We've talked about that one before.
Now, I remember sitting down at the table with my parents. I remember my mom and I and my brother talking about our day. My dad is not one that talks unless he has a few of what you have over there.
Well, you've also seen it where I do some of my best work once I've, loosened up a little bit.
He is not a talker. Now, if you sit there and I mean, you really have to pull it out of him. Sometimes, like you have to do with me. He, a little bit of conversation. Now, I can go 6 months without talking to my dad,
Let's throw
and
caution to the wind.
and he'll pick me up from the airport on one of my trip down, and literally the one time I had to ask my mom when I got to the house, what did you do with my father, and who was that picked me up at the airport? And she looked at me like I was insane. I said, Mom, he literally talked the entire ride home to the house. Literally. He didn't stop talking. And there are times where we've ridden with saying maybe 2 words to each other the entire ride.
Surprise me.
So,
Please.
well, everything's pretty low. Oh, we want to go with this because I want this bottle.
I know where she's going with this. I may or may not have found a way to get her to do it. Is she going to do it? She's not going to do it. Just barely. I had to. She didn't think I was going to notice that beautiful new haircut. Blue, you better have complimented this young lady on it. Thank you, ma'am, by the way. I like conversations, but sometimes it takes a little while to warm up to one. And how many times have you know you can keep up with it in your head, but then you start to talk about it and
I fumble all over the place.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm notorious for that too, so I think that might play into a lot of people not really wanting to talk, just kind of.
Thank you.
Does anybody on YouTube see what's going on? Look at this. See, I told you,
Bobby.
gorgeous.
Yeah, y'all didn't even see the back of it. It's short and stacked, and yeah.
30 seconds after I came out, there's that conversation we were just talking about. One of the first things I said to the young lady was, I like the new hair. Looks good.
So, a lot of my problem is I can sit here and as I'm listening to you, my brain is already, coming up with responses and everything else. And then whenever you stop talking, everything's just, it's either too much there and I can't straighten it out to get to where I need to, or it's just gone.
You're not the only one that has that issue. My wife will say I think this is why a lot of people are prone to interrupting, because it gets to a point where if I don't say it, I'm going to forget it. And then I'll get pissed off, or you'll get pissed off, or whoever you're talking to, whoever's involved in the conversation is like, quit interrupting. And one of the worst times this happens is when you're mad. It never fails. I've seen everybody do it. It's just, or I take that back. There was one person that I've seen that will sit there and just listen to you go on, and then you're getting more and more pissed. It's not helping you being able to air out, because they'll sit there with that smug little. That drives me up the wall.
I know. I get overly frustrated when I'm in the middle of a conversation and I feel like it's actually a good conversation, But one of my personal hiccups is, again, it's my fibromyalgia. And it's not just a physical thing, it's a brain thing too. I could be in the middle of a conversation and I've known these words my entire life, but literally I cannot come up with a simple little word to put into one little sentence because it literally just disappears. 2 hours later, I can come up with that word, but I'm not in that conversation then.
Well, going back to what I was saying, though, the whole interrupting, like you said, you've got something, it's there, and then how about this? Something else, they'll say something else, and then it's like, well, wait, I want to rephrase that. Oh, wait, I got a point for that too, and you can't keep up with your own thoughts. And then here's a really good example of that. Your husband, 6'9", me, all sports guys, facts all day long, right? Look at Thursday night. We were all over the fucking place. We couldn't keep up. To be fair, this year it actually flew by. Last year we were on here till almost 12:30. Everybody said the whole draft went. It was boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, 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 boom. But trying to keep up with the stat. Trying to do that 2 years in a row now. I got a whole new respect for those guys. But bear in mind, they've pre-gamed for months. They've got all the stats down. They've already got all 32 teams.
They have spreadsheets upon data data, and everything's all laid out for them. So all they have to do is
Teams of
a
people
click
back
and they
there.
can
As soon as
see
something
everything.
comes up, they're already 6 steps ahead to the person that's actually on the mic. In conversation, you don't have time for that. It's kind of like a comedian up there. I watched one comedian. She said, you had time to think about that. Imagine me up here on stage where you have to, you got to be Johnny on the spot. You got to come up with something funny like that instant. Conversation. I love it. And I think this is why I kind of like bar talk the best.
Okay, I'm going to divulge something personal about myself.
I do tell.
So you're saying you can't keep up with your own thoughts and everything else. We know how you're sitting there and you're talking in a conversation and you have, all these thoughts of your own going through your head and you're wanting to get that through. Imagine that and having schizophrenia, so you have other voices in your head at the same time.
I hang out with a bunch of really unique people, folks. And it makes it interesting at times. Trust me, it does.
Very interesting.
But here, somebody with what you just divulged with schizophrenia, is it full schizophrenia or is it just kind of like partial schizophrenia? Because there are different variations of that as well. As they say, the voices in your head, they're there, but they're not always there. It depends on your mood. You get triggered, and that's when they start really...
Yes.
All those little snaps to start going to the brain.
They're there 24/7, 365 days a year. But 90% of the time, those little noise boxes that are outside of, therapist rooms. Those little noise boxes or the white noise sound boxes.
Right.
That's what I hear 90% of the time. Except for when I get overloaded with this or overloaded with that, and then they start getting louder where it's very definitive.
And of course, welcome in, Katie. What's going on, brother? Dude, I guarantee we can give him books for days. We can give him characters. I think this is one of the main reasons he loves coming on here. He's like inspiration overload. And yes, Steve, 805,000 people. A brand new record has been broke. Congratulations to the city of Pittsburgh. NFL draft. Next year it's in D.C. That's going to be a record. They actually have the room for people to go in. What do we got? Can you please, ma'am?
Oh, I suppose.
Well, it's just for those on YouTube. Most of us authors are borderline schizophrenic when the character. So there's a thought in mind right there.
See, now that's not my type of schizophrenic. I would welcome friendly voices that sit there and talk to me.
What does he write? Name one thing friendly about his books.
But no, when his characters talk to him, that I get that. I do. I get that. Mine. Yeah. I get that.
They just interrupted you. And it's something I've known about her, and I try not to. When you actually have a true fit. Now, Blue, I know you're going to say you call me Professor Xavier. There's light joking, but then you have to kind of. There's the other part of conversation. There's a part of actually just social interaction. Read the room, guys. Know the person before you pick on them. He's going to have some fun with it now. But on that note, guys, we're going to take a really quick break. I'm going to throw this one out there. I'm feeling a little GB because I'm really enjoying the hell out of this song right now.
That's where I was going.
I thought so. See, the voices were talking to me too. Beautiful. This is Gary Burke III with Who I Used to Be. Guys, we'll be right back.
Friday night fights, Sunday barroom blues. I raised a little hell, burned a few bridges down. I'm still standing, yeah, I turned it around. When they stop talking, don't let it break me. I walked through the fire and it didn't shake me. Tell them who I used to be, the broken man left out some back road dream. I ain't the same, I've been set free. Then I paid my dues, now the past don't haunt me. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Whiskey and women, they call my name. Chased every shadow, carried the blame. But the good Lord's mercy and love so true gave me a second chance with a better view. So when the whispers stop to creep in, let the truth cut through where I've been. Tell them who I used to be, the broken man left as a back road dream. I ain't the same, I've been set free. Then I paid my dues, now the past don't haunt me. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Every scar's a story, every sin a song. I wear the proof that I was wrong. I ain't fighting my own sin, found redemption in the way. Don't forget the man that you see. Stronger now, I finally believe. There's a fire in my soul and a heart set free. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Tell them who I used to be. Tell them who I used to be.
We had some good conversation going on prior to this, guys. That's called communication. But yes, that was our good friend Gary Burke III with How I Used to Be. Who I Used to Be. I do that all the time. I don't know why. I'm telling you that Alzheimer's is kicking in early for me. I'm not like I said, I'm not fully awake. The gut's still not 100%, and yet here I am with a glass of bourbon in front of me.
But you're just using it as a sipper, so it's fine.
I always kind of goes along. This is
It's
I
when you
found
do
out
the
this is how
tinies
I
after
like to
tinies.
conversate now. Converse. I know conversate's not a word. KD would use it. But that's how I converse now. I like being able to sit down, sip on a drink, and sometimes, so like Thursday night when I was down in back when we did Tennessee last week, and sitting down with my two friends in front of me and going over that whole conversation. I'm not gonna lie. Like I even caught myself a couple times. I was like, ah. And then I know as soon as I set the glass down, it wasn't even 10 seconds out. I'm picking it back up. Ah. But surprisingly, I stayed sober. Of course, I promised everybody I would. I even did good at. I did good at the venue. Was I wrong about good times though?
It's a dangerous store.
That is a very dangerous store. And I'll tell you what, God forbid they ever make their way up this way. We want it to happen, but God forbid it does. I think I've gone in there enough times now, and then bringing you in there, because I dropped off cards the last time I was there, and then we both dropped off cards again. At some point, they're going to pick that up and go, let's see what's going on. So that's the fun part about traveling. Speaking of conversation, I was kind of brainstorming last night when I was running. Well, not last night, but when I was doing all this other running around and everything. You know, one of the places I wanted to go and check out, and I've yet to go there. I've been back home almost 9 years now. House of 1,000 Beers. It's in Warrendale. We already have Jurgle saying, "Yeah, you have permission. Yeah, let's make something happen, Captain." We got all these other, you know, we have yet to go. We still have to get over to MLH. We got the stuff to do it, and we got some cool other little toys now. Might be time to take this on the road a little bit more. I've told you about the Living Dead weekend. You know I'm high up on that one, but then again, I am a big horror movie fan, especially zombie movies. This year, I don't know what's going on. This one's not even like... I've met you guys a bunch. I don't know. Steel City Con in August. I'm like, oh, this ought to be... You know, there was only like one name on there that they've announced that piqued my interest already. I'm like, I don't know. But I'm thinking more along the lines of we need to get out there, like... We need to get out of our regular, I feel. Go out to... Let's go to like Big Rail one night just for the fun of it. They have food. So for the non-drinker of the group, and just kind of really start pushing some of the, you know, that aspect of it. And then who are we going to meet while we're out there? We can also promote some friends of ours. And that's, of course, that goes back to the whole other conversation, but, you know, here it is, bar talk. We've strayed again.
Well, with my new position, I do have Friday night and Saturday and Sundays off. So, and we don't normally have Friday, Saturday shows unless we do specials. So I can reach out to a few places. You have to talk to them ahead of time before
right.
just showing up. Make sure it's okay with them to do those kinds of things. I can reach out to a few places. I know one place I would like to return to.
I wouldn't mind getting back out there to Jurgles. We get our name in there, and then we can start pushing some of the people we know. Can you imagine, you know...
I really enjoyed Rock House.
It was a ghost town last night. I was actually really impressed when we drove past.
but I enjoyed it. It was the atmosphere, but I don't know if it was because it was karaoke night and just, or if it was the group that we were with.
Maybe both.
I don't know. Um, I did see a gentleman yesterday. Was it yesterday? That you had mentioned, and I instantly shot you down. And after yesterday, I'm going to continue to shoot you down. The
This is where this part comes into play, doesn't it?
the arrogance of the person is just too much for me to handle. I can't be as cordial as I would like to be. I can put a fake smile on for 5 or 10 minutes, but that's about it.
Now you've got me interested. Oh.
Light bulb. Yeah, I
That's the fun part about what we do. Do you remember an interview we did early on? One of our very first interviews, when it was just me and one other person. That happens sometimes. And you get the feedback later on, not only from the person you just had on there, but from other people like, dude, don't ever do that one again. That
Yeah,
they didn't like this particular person, and
yeah, I just
that one turned out
there's
to do more bad than good for both sides.
don't get me wrong, a lot of people I know
I know.
like this person.
We're good. We're good, sweetness. You have
I
to be
just
comfortable
can't.
with the people that you're talking to. I mean, we're not here to stir up controversy. We're not here to stir up the drama.
My mother always raised me, you get along with everybody.
Right.
You just do what you have to do. If there's somebody that you have an issue with, you kill it with kindness. You're just constantly nice and nice and nice and nice and nice. Well, I've gotten to that age where I can only be nice for so long before I'm going to look at you and say, dude, you are.
And all of us have that one person. Everybody knows that person you can handle for about 5 minutes, and then after that, it's just kind of. How
And
about those ones that are like hit and miss?
the
Like,
bad part about it is the older I get, the more and more people I'm finding like that I can only withstand for so long. And I'm not liking this because it's making my circle smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
Well, on that note, though,
This has helped
I was
helped
gonna say,
open up
that's
to a
Smirkle.
lot more
That's
people.
Smirkle. That's Smirkle.
That's Smirkle.
That's Smirkle. We'll call it. You know what? We're coining a phrase.
Yes.
We're coining one right now.
This is our Smirkle.
You smile at the small circle.
Mm-hmm.
You put on that fake grin.
Yeah.
You smirkle.
Um,
That circle might be shrinking, but a whole nother circle is opening up. So, there's me being that. Is that glass third of the way
yes.
full?
Seems to be empty now.
Well, the one fun thing you have to admit, I mean, we've said this a million times now. Hold your ears, guys. That's the sound of the ice at the bar. Going into a glass. No, when we first met Captain Blue, we met Blue first. He came on for our sports. And then we got to meet Kat, and the whole thing started. Everybody was doing it from their house. We did it from here. Then it just kind of progressed from there. Next thing you know, oh yeah, we'll come in and check it out. And here we are today.
No, you instigated my.
I would never. I take offense to that. I've been never known to instigate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You actually gave me a goal for this thing. I can't wait.
That's going to make an awesome oil lamp. I mean, it even reminds you of, like, I Dream of Jeannie kind of lamp, doesn't it?
I'm gonna put a reservoir on the bottom, fill the bottom with water.
No, we're not turning it into a bong.
Bong. Nope. Nope. Can't say that, Mar. It's a water pipe.
Bong.
It's a hookah.
Wait a minute. I gotta do this. Sorry.
Oh, what is it?
It's a bong.
Wrong one. Try that one.
There we go. It's a bong. Sorry.
And you know what? She's the one not drinking. I guess. I mean, if we can do one good thing, podcasts are really starting to take off again. They kind of fizzled out for a little while, and that's it's right at that point when I'm like, oh, let's go ahead and I want to start a podcast. But more and more people are getting into them, but they're more into the talk shows more than anything else. I was looking up that stat. Like the Joe Rogans. They like the ones that kind of push the boundaries a little bit. The ones that aren't afraid to come on there. So what if we, not saying try and stir the pot, but the whole point of doing the bar thing is that part of the, what's a good way to put it? The industry, you didn't see a lot of it. You really don't. Now, lo and behold, did we find another Shot podcast on Amazon? There was one that has since gone debunk. So we got lucky. And in case you guys are all wondering, when you do an LLC, you put your name in there, you tell them what they're looking for. The first thing they do is, before you even get started, they scroll through and they try to find anything, is there a trademark on it? Is there something out there? Is it, so when we got, when we became 100% official, we were joking around at work the one day. This is after the fact. And my buddy was, he's like, oh, can you find it on Amazon? Let's see if we can, because they constantly promote podcasts. So we looked it up. We say like, hey, Alexa, play another Shot podcast. Sure enough, one came up and we're all like, oh, this ought to be fun. So we're going to hear one of the shows. And it says, after so long of silence, says, I can't help you with this. So we started looking it up, and yeah, there was another Shot podcast. Had a whiskey glass on there and everything. I think they did like maybe 2 episodes and has since deleted them. So I don't know if they ever changed their name or we kind of got a lucky star on that one. I was just telling my wife, and I've told people, I use this as kind of an outlet. I use it to meet people. I like to talk. I want to bring it back, and I like learning. Fact check. That was it.
It's a weekly podcast featuring an African-American husband and wife duo in their 30s who share witty, candid conversations on daily life.
Anybody else heard that one before? Yeah. What is describe irony. Theirs dropped. But that goes back to, maybe they didn't push their product like I'm sure out of the tens of thousands of podcasts that are out there that have tried, I'll just go out there, I'll start talking, I'll post it, and people will love it, right? You know as well as I do at this point, there's a lot more behind it than that. You really have, whether it's a hobby or a side hustle, sometimes you really got to push that product. And it's not an easy one. And I'll tell you what, we're coming up on 2 years officially next month. And we're still, I mean, it's, let me put it this way, it's not boring. That's for damn sure. But it kind of, that drive is still there. And I love the variety of people. I mean, we started doing the TikTok, and now TikTok's even like meshing over this way. You know, we've pushed it enough that people are like, you know what? Let's go and check it out. Here we are. So each time the viewers get more, and no, not every show. And again, it's bar talk for a reason, guys. Not every show is going to be high energy, laughing, joking, whimsical, just pure goofiness. Sometimes you sit down and actually have a true conversation with a little bit of laughs in between. I mean, you have to break the monotony a little bit. You have to, show some variety out there. I always refer to it as the Howard Stern effect. I want people to go, what are they going to say next? Mm-hmm. Without going through all the controversy that man went through. That's my thought on it. That should have been my Thursday night thought and shot, right? But, I mean, we do get it. We just seen it Wednesday night. There's times we'll get into a really good conversation, almost a debate type, and then before you know it, you got boom, 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 boom. People are like, I mean, they feed into it. That's all I got to say about that. I know, sweetness. I gave that pause right as you did that. I know. But I like when people pop in. I mean, even Blue with his little, we'll be in the middle of a conversation. He'll just go, oh, Pirates are losing 6-1. Pirates are winning 4-3, or he'll just like some random, and you and I we're alike, but we're opposite in more ways than we're alike. Just like the people that watch. I mean, everybody's different. You got Miss, well, let's not use names, but we got one person. She'll sit back, enjoys it, loves it, but she'll pop in on occasion if you acknowledge her. Some people hang around for a minute, others disappear. I mean, we got authors, we got sports people, we've got, just the flat out goofy, the cynics that want to be the GQ 2.0s. But that's the fun part. I mean, you get so many different variety of people. You get so many different personalities. Like, I mean, it's just it's fun to try and keep up with all of it. And honestly, I truly love what we do. It is. Is it a pain in the ass? Because sometimes it's like, what are we going to talk about now? Well, there's those nights where we're just kind of pissing in the wind. We'll sit here and I'm just, even with this young lady behind the camera, there's times I literally have to dig and dig and dig and dig. And yes, there's been a couple times I've had to I had to pull the trigger warning on her. But, once she gets going, she's a diesel engine, folks. Takes a little while to warm up, but when she does, she'll go all night. And you know what? You guys don't get to see the blush. So I think all we're going to do is keep plugging at it, guys. We're going to, we do have a lot of stuff in the future. In our break, I keep saying I'm going to do this. I am going to do it. There's a couple people I want to reach out to. Two in particular. I want to try and get some more people in here that have already said, dude, all you got to do is just invite. I'm there. Let's get some conversation going. I think tomorrow night would be a very good night for a gentleman we met at the 11th frame.
Okay.
He's an electrician by day.
I know who you're talking about. You
That
could
dude-
also reach out to the gentleman we were there to see.
Oh, would that be that secret conversation you guys have going on? I would love to have him back in here.
No.
He's got an open door anytime
Yeah,
he
no.
wants to come in, as do our friends over in Ohio.
Oh, yeah, that's
And it doesn't have to be.
that's this week. I think that's this week.
Uh-oh. The plot thickens. What do we got, Sweetness?
I think that's Wednesday.
We have a Wednesday night open bar with guests?
I think. I gotta check.
Is it two people that we know and love?
I believe so.
Oh, the laughs just keep coming. That's going to be like 3 separate TikToks all going on at once, too. Well, you can't say we don't have the alcohol to cover everybody now. That's for damn sure. I'm going to have to give hell to somebody that just was down in Louisiana and did not pick up rum from Louisiana like I asked him.
It was a tad bit busy.
Huh?
It was a
He
tad-
wasn't too busy to go to a liquor store because he showed up with a bottle. You know he bought liquor while he's down there. You know, how about we've been talking about getting like Katie, Ivy, you know, Dan, get our author friends on here and do a book night.
I have
Spicy meets sci-fi.
a very good in with a certain gentleman. Still waiting on a date though for next year.
No, that's both of us. So we've got that going on.
A certain gentleman's supposed to be right there
Ah,
next year. You just need a date.
oh, that's right. I do remember. That is
Because I have
going
to get
be-
everything lined up for that.
That's going to be a true when worlds collide.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a whole section sitting there of books that just need a pen
Well,
put to them.
so let's before we, because we've actually come to that spot. We actually are really starting to load up. And the cool part is now people can't say, "Well, you're buying it all and they're coming in and drink." No, actually, I'm not anymore. It might be time to, I'm not going to say a week this time, but maybe a weekend. And I think we've got enough people that can help us this time. Guys, like I said, a lot of stuff coming up in the near future. There's going to be another revamp. Yes, I want before summer truly kicks in. Hopefully one thing's gone and another thing will be added. So on that one, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Kitty Cat, we're getting better at this. I'm telling you. I think we're finally starting to hit our stride. Hopefully, But before we wrap this one fully up, if you're looking for good drinks and good food, look no further than MLH Distillery, located right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. They are the official sponsor of Another Shot podcast. The address is 107 Breckenridge Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. The phone number is 724-264-4959. The hours of operation are 5 to 11 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, folks, they are adding to this. Trust me, business is booming over there, and they are going to go much bigger. I know, I tried to throw something out there and just wasn't ready for it. All these awesome drinks you see on your screen and that you have also seen sitting at the bar, you can purchase right there at MLH Distillery, or you can find them at mlhdistillery.com. Wow, you guys are enjoying that drink. Make sure you try one of their many menu items. They have the warm pretzel and beer cheese. They have the 3 meat meatballs, the hot sausage and peppers, spinach artichoke dip, the Tuscan white bean hummus, The Antipasto Skewers. It is a cocktail-style bar, so folks, while you're enjoying your meal, make sure you try one of these many awesome drinks. You've got the old-fashioned, the whiskey sour, my personal favorite, the mint julep kitty cat.
Black or white Russian.
Here's for you, Shannon, the almond joy. They also have some of your traditional rum and coke, your pina colada, your mojito, and yes, folks, many, many more. They do have select wine and seltzers. For you non-liquor drinkers out there, they do have select beers. And for you non-alcoholic drinkers, yes, they do have select sodas as well. Make sure you check them out. Always a good time. Right there at MLH Distillery, located right there in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Or you can check them out at mlh.distillery.com. And you can find them on Facebook at MLH Distillery. Guys, we're hitting the ground running tomorrow night. Monday Night Bartender, hopefully with a guest if I can pull off a miracle. Tomorrow night, why is the rum always gone? And just to show you a little bit of a, we all know this one, but I haven't tried this particular one yet. Yes, we've got plenty of rum on deck. As our Monday night bartender. Of course, we have our Tuesday night Real Flicks and Chill. We will be discussing spoof movies. I've always known them to be called spoof movies. It's where they make fun, they'll take a collage of other movies and make fun of them. Think Scary Movie, guys. Silence of the Hams. How about some of those Mel Brooks movies? Men in Tights, Spaceballs, just to name a few. We have our Wednesday night open bar, which may or may not have guests. You have no idea what's going to happen on that one. That's our Wednesday night open talk. We have our Thirsty Thursday thoughts and shots. The draft is over, so we are back to business as usual. And of course, we round it all out with our Sunday night weekend hangover. Kitty Cat's got something on her brain. I want to let her spill it before the voices argue with her. Go ahead. So on that note, guys, it is the time of the evening for the last shot. Kitty Cat, you first, ma'am.
Everything you'll ever need. Breathe. We can be our own worst enemy sometimes. We often think or expect the worst because it's the easiest thing to believe when we don't believe in ourselves. Instead of being our own worst enemy, be a little kinder to yourself. Give yourself the credit you deserve, and try to see the situation for how it is and not how you have created it in your mind. Give your mind a little rest. Beautiful? Save the brain space for new ideas and new adventures, for the things you love and the people you love. Breathe in, breathe out. You got this.
I need to look up some stuff from Mr. Miyagi. That was some pretty good stuff. And if you're going to do poetry like that, you better start feeding the damn geese again.
Oh, sorry.
And you want to know how much fun we have? Let me see. 1, 2 down and 1 to the left. Do it. Over 1. Do it. Do it. That is not taking stuff serious right there, folks. That would be the one I posted. I love it. Guys, good. There are wood ships. There are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. For those of you on TikTok, we are definitely heading there next. Looking forward to talking to you all some more. But that being said, hey, snap on. Quick shout out. Love you guys. Everything we say on this show is just our opinion, but then again,
it could just be the alcohol talking.
Looking forward to talking to you again. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
It's If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again,